Hey, what's up guys and welcome to Anime King 2. And today I'm going to be giving you part 8 of what if Naruto was neglected by his family. And guys, I'm having some internet problems, so I'm going to try and let out what if Naruto had the Byakugan and Sharingan mix on this channel. And over on Anime King, I'm going to try and let out what if Naruto took his training seriously, and also what if Naruto was trained by Kaguya. Yeah guys, so I'm going to try and let them out if this problem don't get worse. Okay guys, so remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and stay in tune for the rest of them. And guys, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2 and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you all for your help and your support. And remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. But for now, let's get straight into this new episode. So, the last time we left off, the battle at Konoha was on as Orochimaru and Mei and Minato, with Minato and Mei facing off against Orochimaru. Orochimaru quickly realized that he was no match for the two of them, and he did the Edo Tensei and brought back the first and the second. The battle went on inside there, while Naruto is disguised as Yato is facing off against Gaara and the others, as Narumi summoned Gamabunta, and they transform into the Nine Tails using the hench, as Gamabunta bite down on Gaara, allowing Naruto to smack Gaara out of it. After that, Naruto placed another seal on Gaara, allowing Gaara to sleep peacefully as Temari thanked him and they went off. Minato also got damaged in the battle from getting stabbed by Orochimaru, but he was healed by Haku. As Minato thanked the miss, Minato also went to a council meeting later as they wanted Narumi to marry off to the White Fox, saying that there will be a bond between their two villages, and they talked to Mei about it. When Mei and her group was going off, she told Naruto, and Naruto was pissed off as he headed back to the village, all of them in silence. Arriving to the village, Naruto went back home. Back at Konoha, Mei, Tenten, Ino, and Hinata, along with Kurenai and her team, went on a mission to take care of a few bandits. And because Minato think that samurais might be there, that is why he sent so much of them. And Naruto and Narumi and the others got promoted to Chunin. So after dealing with the samurai, they were close to the mist as Kiba suggested that they check out the village, seeing that they're going to be allies, as they all went there. Tenten wanted to go to a weapon shop and they went. The owner of the weapon shop was Naruto's best friend, and the Konoha ninjas came there as Naruto quickly put on a mask, as he introduced himself to them as a White Fox. After some long talking, they went off as Ino tried to go shopping, and they saw an article about the White Fox, as Ino said Yato, and the woman that was reading the article said that his name was Naruto. It was then that Narumi rushed off as she found Naruto in the alley. He was caught without wearing his mask. Everyone was there, as he then told her that it was him. She then did something unexpected. She kissed him. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch your calls to playlist and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. Wait, what? Naruto said as he tried to back away. Naruto, I meant what I said. After you left, I figured out what you mean to me, Narumi said. And what would that be? Naruto asked. Well, she said, after you left, I realized that I love you. As Naruto narrowed his eyes and tilted his head. Why is she having so much trouble saying that? I mean, even though they weren't really family to me. When I was much younger, I loved them as a family as well. And what the hell was that kiss for? Oh, I know, Naruto said. She must be used to greeting her mother by kissing her on the cheek. I might just have turned around, and she accidentally kissed me on the lips. Oh, I get it now. As Naruto then turned to her. Yes, Of course you love me. Even I originally loved the family as well. So why are you having so much trouble telling me that? Narumi then lowered her head as she tried to work up the courage to say it again. With the spectators, is she always this shy? May asked the other girls, who shook their head no. She usually is the most forward person of our group, said Ino to the cage as she never looked at her, she was just looking at the show. Wow, I am surprised that Naruto is actually listening to her without getting mad, said Mai as Megami nodded. Back with Narumi and Naruto. Well, I have decided that I love you even more than a sibling should. I mean, you have been acting so nice when everyone treats you so bad. I mean, that one time when you saved that little girl who was lost in the forest. And I know that back then I treated you bad. But please, give me a chance. There, now I told him. Now, what is he going to say? Narumi thought to herself. Narumi, while I don't exactly hate you because Mai and Megami told me that you have changed, but I still cannot trust you. But I guess it can work, but it will take time. For us to get close again, Naruto said. Alright, said Narumi. Now, let's go eat something with our friends, okay? As Naruto and her walked to the main area, as they then saw the people that was listening on them. Tenten, Hinata, Ino, what the hell? Narumi said at her friends. At the same time, Naruto screamed the same thing to Mei, Mai, and Megami. As they all just stood there thinking the same thing, busted. Well, you see, we were curious to what you guys were doing, so we end up listening to the whole thing, said Mei, as she rubbed the back of her head. Same for us, so when did you save a kid anyways? Ino asked, trying to change the subject. Well, it wasn't anything really. All I did was bring the kid out of the forest. Now let's go, Naruto said. At the restaurant. Well, isn't this nice? Said Haku, as she, Megami, Narumi, Mei, and Naruto sat around a small table in a fancy restaurant. I want to know something, said Mai. Are you guys still going through the political marriage? You do know that he is still related to you, right? Yes, I realize that, but I don't care. We can rebuild our relationship, because if you guys can handle a relationship like this, then I can as well, Narumi said. Well, as long as everyone is happy, said Naruto, as he called over the waiter. The next day, both Konoha teams were at the main gate ready to leave, and Naruto, Mai, and Megamin was there. It was nice to see you again, Narumi, and now we don't even need to hide Naruto from you again, said Mai. Too bad you have to leave. I mean, we could have spent this time trying to get to know each other, said Mai with a sad smile. Yeah, but don't worry, we will see each other again more now. I mean, we are a big family, right? Narumi said with a smile. Naruto then scratched the back of his head as he walked over to Narumi and gave her an awkward hug. Nice to see you without all the disguises, he said, as he then backed away as he gave her a scroll. I think you might like this. Thank you, she said, as the teams went off. As Narumi looked at Kurenai and the others, as none of them seemed to recognize Naruto, it was strange. Has it been that long? She said to herself. So that's the guy you're marrying, huh? Huh. He doesn't seem that bad, said Kurenai. Well, he isn't. He's a really nice person, said Narumi. It is still stupid that they're making you marry that loser, said Kiba. But there is something familiar about that guy. I just don't know what it is, Kiba said, as he racked his brain. Hey wait, didn't you have a brother that kinda looked like you? Kiba asked, causing Narumi to stumble a bit. Yeah, I did, but he left a long time ago, remember? I mean, I bet he didn't even make it, or he's a civilian somewhere. Narumi lied, hoping that he wouldn't figure it out. Yeah, I know he left a while ago, but if I remember correctly, that scent is like his. Wait, it has to be him. There are too many similarities between the both of them to be wrong. What? Kiba yelled out. So, the both... As Narumi just turned her head and started to walk even faster. Wait, Am I right? Kiba said. Back at the village after everyone went home in silence. And that is our report. Now, if you no longer need me, I will leave, said Narumi as everyone did, except for Kiba. Is there something I can help you with, Kiba? Asked Minato. Well, nothing really, it's just that I learned where your other child is. Naruto, you saw him? Said Minato. Where is he? He still needs to be punished for taking away some of Konoha knowledge. And for pissing off me and most of Konoha, Minato thought. But he did not say that to Kiba. Well, we just saw that the white fox without his costume on is your son, Naruto. He looked exactly like Narumi, well, the features. Plus, his smell is similar to the smell that Naruto had before he left. So I am pretty sure that Naruto is the white fox, Kiba told Minato, as Minato was shocked as hell. The sneaky brat was right in the village and I didn't even notice. Damn that sneaky brat. Minato then thanked Kiba for the information as he went back to work. A little while later, a Chunin burst into the room. Hokage, the Akatsuki attackers, looking for Narumi. Kurenai, Guy, Asuma, and Kakashi are all injured beyond what our healers can fix. I am afraid that we cannot heal them ourselves. We need a better healer, Chunin said. Damn it. Fetch me Jiraiya, Minato told the guy as he quickly ran off to find him. A little while later, you wanted me? Jiraiya said as he entered the room. Yes, I need you to find Tsunade and bring her back to heal some of our best fighters. Take whoever you need with you, said Minato as Jiraiya nodded and he went off. Back at the Mist Village, Mai was talking with Naruto and his other girlfriends when a random Chunin rushed into the room as Mei was at her decks. Mizukage, Orochimaru minions were found in our village trying to get our bloodline users. We captured them and they poisoned some of our ninjas and we are trying to make an antidote for it as we speak. Mei then slammed their fists on the decks, causing it to crack a bit. Damn you, Orochimaru. Now, Mai, Megami, Naruto, go out and find Orochimaru, but do not attack. When you find him, send a message back using the new transport seal that Naruto created, and we will send a group of our strongest ninjas to kill him before he becomes much more problematic. Yes, we won't fail you, sis, Mai said as they left for their next mission. Hours later, so where should we go looking first? Megami asked. Well, Mei told us that his hands were damaged after their battle, right? So he would want an extremely good medic. And I heard that Minato managed to do something to stop him from shedding his body, said Naruto. What is that? Asked Mai. Some kind of weird disgusting jutsu, said Naruto. So I bet he's looking for Tsunade, one of the best medics. She is probably somewhere around here gambling. She is known as the legendary sucker. As they nodded in agreement and started to go around searching for Tsunade. The group then got information from a random stranger about a woman gambling so hard at the casino as they went there. Okay, so where is the casino? Said Naruto as he looked around, as Megami was looking at a tourist map. This say that it should be on that mountain over there. As they headed off to the mountain, as they saw a large building. When they got there, they were told that they couldn't enter unless they competed in the tournament because it was closed for the special event. So they talked to each other for a while and they decided to let Naruto enter the competition. As Naruto signed up his name and his team was allowed to enter as well, but they were looking for Tsunade, as Tsunade was currently cursing at Shizune. Stop it already, I told you I won't give up. I have a good feeling that I am going to win, said Tsunade as Shizune backed away a bit, as Naruto and the team was looking at her. Tsunade turned around as she saw their headbands. What the hell do you want, Miss Ninjas? She said. Well, we are looking for Orochimaru, and we know that he was previously injured. We were wondering if you know where to find him, or did he contact you recently, trying to heal his hands? Seeing that, he will try to find you one of the best medics around, Naruto said. Nope, I haven't seen the snake bastard in years and don't want to. Though I am happy to say that you aren't here to try and pick me up or something, Tsunade said, as she was a bit under her liquor. As she then looked over at the two girls glaring at her. That is our boyfriend you're talking to, said Mai. Oh, sorry little girl. Wait, did you just say our? Could this cheeky bastard in front of me be a smooth talker or a pimp or something? Tsunade started a rant until Mai and Megumin stopped her. No, he isn't. You see, in our village, he has a rare bloodline that put him under the CRA law. Also, he's a hero and a great boyfriend. So do not yell at him for what he cannot control, Megumin said very angrily. But Tsunade didn't know what to think, as she didn't respond, seeing that the first round of eliminations were about to begin. So she just got up and left. We got the information even though it wasn't what we hoped. Should I just leave now with our money or try to play a bit, Naruto asked. They then talked it over, knowing that Naruto wanted to play, as they decided that he could go along and play. As Naruto worked through the conversation, as he spotted people with slight movements, knowing that if they're bluffing and that, as they had a reaction when they're lying. And it helped because he was one of the luckiest people alive. After the tournament, Naruto and the girls left quite happy, seeing that they won a lot, as they only had to deal with a few idiots thinking that they could rob ninjas when they didn't have any ninja training at all. Tsunade also won some money until Shizune forced her to leave. As they met up back with Tsunade, Brat, you did pretty good. How about you loan me some of that money? Tsunade asked, as she tried to show him her chest to make him give her the money. As Naruto blushed a bit, but Mai and Megumin then held onto his arm and went in front of him. How dare you try to seduce him? I mean, he has us. Why would he need an older woman like you? But if you want money, we can give you, if you help us find Orochimaru. What do you say? Megumin said, while Mai was still holding on to Naruto as tightly as she could. Man, you girls are really focusing on finding that Orochimaru bastard, aren't you? Why is this mission so important to you? Tsunade asked, curious. Some of our bloodline users were attacked by that bastard, and my sister really wants to take care of him. That is why, said Mai. Well, if I see him, then I might help you out, said Tsunade as she turned to leave. As Shizune went along as well. Well, that was different, said Naruto, a woman who was about 60 or older, as Naruto knew that she was using some kind of jutsu, just tried to seduce him, and he didn't know how to react. As he then looked over, as his girlfriends were glaring at him for staring at Tsunade, he gulped as he backed away from them. Where do you think you're going? Said Megumin. Nowhere, Naruto said as he scratched the back of his head. So, what are we going to do now? Naruto asked. Well, I guess we just have to snoop around then, said Megumin, and try to find any clues. Yeah, we might as well get some food and room for the night, said Mai, as they all went off. With Mai and Megumin, both of them went to the hotel to get the rooms, while Naruto went off to get the food. We would like to get a room, please, Megumin told the man at the decks, who looked down at them with a perverted smile. Why, of course you can get a room, girls. Please enjoy your time here. And while you're here, if you want any company, you can just call out for me, he said happily. As Megumin and Mai then thought about it. No, it's not like that. Our boyfriend will be coming soon, and we won't need any help, Mai said, as she placed the money down on the decks. The man quickly nodded as he gave them the room key, allowing them to leave for their room. Well, that was embarrassing, Mai said as they went up to the room, as she jumped on a queen-size bed. Yeah, I just hope Naruto doesn't take much longer. I am hungry, Megumin said as she held on to her stomach. But Naruto didn't take long as he came back with the meals. As they then eat, and after a while, they all snuggled up in bed as they all fall asleep. In the morning, Naruto was the first one to get up as he went and make omelets. As the girls came down, So, what are we going to do about our mission? Naruto asked them. Well, I still say that the snake will be looking for Tsunade, so I say that we still follow her from in the shadows, said Mai, while she grabbed another piece of toast. Work for me, said Megami. So with that, they all quickly finished and went to see if they could find Tsunade again. Thankfully, they found her walking around town with Shizune by sheer luck as they went to the rooftops following her. Damn it, nothing is happening, Mai said, as they watched her for a few hours. It's the only lead that we have, Naruto said, trying to keep them hopeful. But something interesting then happened. Tsunade told Shizune to go and get something as Shizune rushed off, and Tsunade was walking on the outskirts of town when a man came up to her, as he was wearing a cloak, and they were all not sure if it was Orochimaru or not, so they moved in closer to see if it was. As they heard, the man said, if you want them back, you will have to heal my hands. No, I know exactly how you are, Orochimaru. You may be able to bring them back, but they won't be the same. I mean, you would probably make them attack me just as I heal your hands, right? And what will you do when I heal your hands anyways? Tsunade asks. Simple. I'll go back to the village and kill Minato once and for all and destroy the village. So, just think about it, and I also need 2 people for my sacrifice, said Orochimaru as he vanished. Tsunade bit her fingernail as she slowly left, thinking about her odds, as they didn't follow her. So, let's go report what we found out to Sis, and let her tell us what to do, Mai said, as she went through hand sign and said summoning jutsu. As a small phoenix appeared, it was glowing like lava. You call for me? The small bird said, looking up at Mai. Yes, will you please give this to my sister, please? The bird simply nodded as Mai tied a small scroll on the bird's leg as the bird flew off back to the village. With Jiraiya, he was running through the forest with a group of Anvu as their mission was to get Tsunade. We are near now, said Jiraiya as they all increased their speed. Back with Mei, she was at a council meeting when one of the summonings came to her. Message Mei-sama, said the summon, as Mei took the message off the summon feet, as she started to read the scroll. As Mei then informed the message towards the council as they asked her what it was, saying that Orochimaru wouldn't be there until a week. What? You send those youngsters after one of the worst criminals in Konoha? Are you sure that is a smart idea? One of the elders asked. Yes, I am. I mean, although they are young and practically my family, they are capable and strong enough of doing Jonin's mission now. So even though I'm worried about them, I still have to send them on missions that need to be done. Now, instead of questioning that, how about we send some man down there to get rid of that snake bastard once and for all? Back with Tsunade, she was thinking it over. Wait, what about those brats? They did say they would give me some money for it. Even though he would bring them back, I don't trust him. They won't be the same. They already died, she said, as she looked down at her hands. Nah, I'm gonna make sure that I get rid of Orochimaru myself when he gets back, as she clenched her fists. Back at Konoha with Narumi, should I tell them? Narumi said to herself. I mean, he never told me not to tell them. What should I do? Narumi, are you okay? Kushina asked as Narumi jumped a bit. Yeah, mom, I'm fine, she said. I am just thinking about things right now, Narumi said. Really, is it about the marriage that the cage is making you do? Kushina said, as she was still pissed off about that. Yeah, I met him and he seems nice enough. But I just don't know. He's hiding his true self. By the way, Narumi, I am sorry. Sorry for what? Narumi asks. I accidentally read your journal. You did what? Yeah, it just kind of fall open and I saw what you wrote about Naruto. You saw what I wrote? Well, I didn't know that you had a crush on him ever since he left. But it looks like we're never going to see him again, said Kushina, as Narumi turned bright red and gulped. Well, mom, I have to tell you something. as Narumi told her everything. What? You mean my baby who I thought that was actually dead is here? Yes, I just found out about it when I returned from my last mission at the Mist, Narumi said. Wait, so he's the one who you're going to marry? Kushina asked, just realizing that. Yes, Narumi said. And he's your brother? Yes, Narumi said. And you are still going through this? Yes, Narumi said. And you love him that way? Yes, Narumi said. Does anyone else know? Only you, me, him, and the other girls. Kushina went silent. When I read her journal, I thought that she'd just had a stupid crush on him. As the both of them didn't know what to say. With Orochimaru, sir, are you sure that we should let Tsunade run free for a week? I mean, she could escape before she managed to heal her hands, a random ninja said as Orochimaru chuckled. Don't worry, she won't leave. I mean, she loves her stupid family more than anything, meaning that she will agree to my conditions. Though if she don't, we will just force her, and I know her main weakness. Now why don't you take a squad of searchers and make sure that she stay there for sure, Orochimaru said as the man nodded. With Jiraiya. Okay, are you guys ready to go? One of the envoys asked outside. Yes, we are just waiting for Jiraiya. We should just go in there and wake him up. It has been over and a half an hour since everyone got here. They all then entered the room, as they all just cringed at the sight, as Jiraiya was not wearing a shirt, and he had on a turtle boxers, and he was drooling. Half of his body was on the ground, and he also had a snot bubble coming out of his nose as he was loudly snoring. He was also talking into his sleep, and he was saying a lot of perverted stuff. Yes, you can touch it if you want. Go ahead. As the envoy's sweat dropped, if this is our second strongest warrior, the village has really fallen, one of the envoys said. As one of them went over and tried to wake him up, but before he could, a strange toad poofed into existence. As the toad looked at Jiraiya. Wake up, you old pervert, it's time to go, the toad said. Is it time to wake up already? Jiraiya said as he grumbled. Yes, now get up, the toad said, as it then poofed away. It seemed like Jiraiya set that toad as an alarm clock or something. Jiraiya then turned as he jumped a bit. What are you guys doing in here? He said. We came to wake you up, said one of the envoys. Alright, I'll be down there in about 5 minutes, okay? As they nodded and went down. Time skip. A week later, the days are up and it was now time for Tsunade to heal Orochimaru's hands or for her to attack him with Naruto's group. The group was slowly behind Tsunade as she went out to the outskirts of the village. So, have you made your decision, Tsunade? Orochimaru asked. Tsunade didn't actually say anything as she walked over to him as her hands started to glow. I am so glad that you agree with me, Orochimaru said. They were about to touch when they had to jump out of the way as a kunai stabbed right at their feet. As Kabuto jumped out of the bushes. That was not intended to heal you, Lord Orochimaru, he said. Orochimaru chuckled. Tsunade, I thought you were really going to do it, but I guess we'll have to force you. But I want to ask you a question. Why did you bring those kids? Orochimaru said as he looked over to the bushes where Naruto, Megami, and Mai was. What do you mean kids? The only person I have with me, as Shizune then appeared beside Tsunade. Damn it, what are we going to do? We were supposed to keep them here until our envoys get here. But we got caught, said Megami. No, our mission was to keep him here. And I guess we'll have to fight. I have already signaled the envoy that is here, and they're coming. We just have to hold him off until then. As Naruto and his team appeared. Oh, so they really aren't with you. So, tell us kids, why are you bothering us? Said Orochimaru. Our mission is to find you, snake bastard. Now surrender to us, Mai told him, as she never said anything about the envoy squad. Orochimaru chuckled. Even without my hands, you three bastards think you can beat me? But they didn't say anything as they went into their fighting stance. Orochimaru then had to dodge as Tsunade sent her fist forward as she punched through the wall behind him. "I want to get rid of you as well," she said. "Kabuto, take care of the lackeys, I'll deal with Tsunade," said Orochimaru as they all split up. Kabuto rushed over to Shizune first, as he thought that she was the most dangerous, as he created chakra scalpels and started to slash at her. As Megami then charged at Kabuto, as Kabuto hit her in some spots as she collapsed to the ground. "Megami!" Naruto and Mai said, as Shizune jumped back as well, as Naruto's eyes then activated. As Kabuto saw Naruto rushing over to him at top speed. "Those eyes, what are those?" As Naruto's eyes are different. They look like the Rinnegan, but they had a black split in the middle. As Kabuto rushed forward. "Now die," he said as Naruto raised his hand. "Damn it," Kabuto screamed. "Divine push," Naruto said. As Kabuto was launched away as he crashed through a couple of destroyed buildings. As Naruto then turned as he decided to intervene and help out Tsunade. But guys, we'll be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. But for now, I'm out. Peace.